Hey guys, Camaro here, and I am back with day 10 of 25 days of Christmas DIYs. If you guys have not seen days 1 through 9, I will go ahead and link those in the card for you, well some of them, and you can go back and check those out. This project is so cute. I know I say that every time, but something about this one, love it so much, and hopefully you guys do too. So let's waste no time and get right into it. So I am starting off with this little window looking sign from Dollar Tree, and I just start by removing the welcome to our home sign. It kind of just falls right off, so it was ready to come off. Just ripped off any glue residue, and then I took some white paint from Apple Barrel, oh my goodness, I'm starting off strong here. Apple Barrel, and I'm just giving that one very simple coat of paint. It's very imperfect, it's kind of just thrown on there. I didn't want this to be like super white, so it's just a very kind of thin coat of paint, just trying to cover up that like yellowish brownish color of the window. And then once I had one coat of the paint on there, the white paint, I'm taking this antique wax and very lightly, very lightly going in and just kind of aging this a little bit. I did not want to be super heavy-handed with this, but if you prefer that look, go in, go ham, go as hard as you want. Like I said, just wanted this to be very kind of subtly distressed and aged. And as you can see, like I said, just very ever so lightly. And once I was done with that, I'm taking this Merry and Bright sign from Dollar General, and I'm just going to rip out the little pick that's on that sign, and then I'm going to glue that back onto the window where the original welcome home or welcome to our home sign was. So very simple, just taking some hot glue and gluing that down into place. After that, I'm taking some of these snow-flocked fern stems from Dollar Tree, and I just started trimming those down because I only want like the fern part and not really the stems. And then I'm just gluing them to the bottom of that Merry and Bright sign, kind of starting from the bottom middle part and working my way up around the sides. I also think it would be really pretty to kind of make like a little wreath looking thing to go around the sign, but that's not what I did with this project. But looking back, I'm like, oh, it would be really pretty at the top as well. So do whatever you please, fill it in however you'd like. I'm just using these little fern stems, like I said, and then I went into my handy dandy bag of pine cones and such, picked out some snow-flocked pine cones as well, and then those little white... I've used these before in another video, and I just don't know what they are. You see those little white flower looking pieces? I don't know. Are these like tops of a flower or something? I'm not sure. So please, somebody let me know. I've asked before and I haven't gotten a comment on it, so maybe I'll just have to do a Google search. Anyway, so I glued some of those on, and then once I was happy with the look, I took this small little gingham check bow and placed it kind of in that open area at the bottom of the sign. And here's how it looked once I was finished with those steps. And you can totally leave it like this, but I decided to jazz it up a little bit. I took this wooden tray from Dollar Tree, and I just did the same thing that I did to the little window. I added some white paint and then also some of that wax just to age it, so that way both of the pieces are cohesive to one another. Next, I'm using this plush little tree decor. It's on a stand, as you can see, and I want that stand. So I'm just kind of manhandling it a little bit, prying that little fluffy tree part off of there and making sure I get rid of, the extra fluff that kind of came out of that tree. And then I also took a piece of sandpaper just to sand down the glue residue. And then of course I needed to paint it white so that way it can match and be cohesive again with the other two pieces. After that, I just did my best to find the center of the bottom of the box. We're definitely going to work with it flipped over rather than right side up. We don't want it as a bowl, we want it as a stand. So I did my best to find the center, and then I went to my drill bits and found one that is about the same size as that dowel that the stand is on. And I'm taking my drill and just drilling a hole right in the middle, making sure that the dowel is going to, slide right through there. We want it to go all the way through. So my first attempt, you can see that the dowel did not go all the way through. So I just had to go back in with the drill and kind of widen it up a little bit. and there we go. The stand is going to, the stand and the dowel just slides right through. And once I had the hole and knew that the dowel fit, I just took some E6000 and hot glue so that way I can have a really solid adhesion from the base of the dowel stick into the tray. So I just slid that from the bottom up and make sure I press it down firmly and gave it, nice adequate time to dry and adhere itself. And then next I am taking the window and I'm just using some hot glue this time, and I'm just making a strip down the center line starting from midway, starting from halfway and just working my way down. And then I'm going to glue that dowel stick into place, making sure again I give it enough time to, properly adhere itself. And here is what it was looking like once I was done. You can see now the window is attached to the base and it's like a little stand now. It looks so cute. So my next step was to take some more of those ferns, and then I also used some white eucalyptus. Those ones are from Dollar General, and I just started playing around with the look on the bottom, just kind of working my way out and up a little bit. I wanted it to be nice and fluffy, but I did not want to cover the entire base, like the entire stand. So I'm just, gluing here and there and everywhere. I did add some more of those pine cones. That way everything is nice and cohesive. Once I was happy with the look, my last step was to take a little pillar candle and put it right on the back of the stand. And here you have it. Here is how it turned out. My goodness. I love, love, love this one so much. This one is probably one of my favorites that I have created for the 25 Days of Christmas so far. I love it. I think it's so just neutral, very Christmassy. It's got a very farmhouse Christmas look to it. I love farmhouse look. I don't know about you guys, but I think this one is totally, totally adorable, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Everything just came together so nicely, and I'm just so happy that I put it on the stand as well, because I was going to leave the window just like as is. But I was like, well, that's going to be like a 3-minute video. So what can we do to kind of spice it up, jazz it up, make it a little bit different? And this is what I came up with. So I'm very happy with it. I love it so much. And hopefully you guys will too. Also, here are the other things that I have created for the previous days 1 through 9. And again, like I had mentioned in the beginning, I will link some of those previous days in the card, so that way you're just taken directly to the video. But that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, and I can't wait to read all of your kind words and thoughts. You guys are always so kind, and just a little kindness really does go a long way. I hope you know that, and I appreciate it so, so very much. The Dying to DIY fam is so awesome. You guys are amazing. And for those of you that are not part of the Dying to DIY fam, there's still time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell, and I will see you guys for tomorrow's video. All right, bye.